topic that I'm going to discuss this time is about late childhood, the intermediate schooler, and adolescents. There are three different developments in every stages in life. First is the physical development, second is the cognitive development, and third is the socio-emotional development. At first, I will be discussing the late childhood or the intermediate schooler. Late childhood. Late childhood is generally defined as ages 9 to 12. It is until this point that most children have been growing at fairly predictable rate and is considered as exciting, confusing, and even a bit disillusioning. So now, let us proceed to the three developments of late childhood. The first development in late childhood is the physical development. Physical development is divided into two: development in girls and development in boys. Development in girls, breast buds develop. As young as 10 years old, a girl may experience her first menstrual period. Development in boys, enlargement of the testicles and scrotum as early as 9 years old. Pubic hair begin to appear and grow, as well as armpit, leg, chest, and facial hair, and many more. Second is the cognitive development. Cognitive development refers to how children think, explore, as well as figure out things. It also pertains to the development of knowledge, skills, problem solving, and dispositions, which help children to think about and understand the world around them. There are three factors that can influence the cognitive development of children in late childhood. First is the nutrition, second is the environment, and third is the maternal-child interaction. So now, let us proceed to the last or the third development in late childhood. Third is the socio-emotional development. Socio-emotional development show increase in perspective taking, which enable them to judge others' intentions, purposes, and actions, give importance to social attitudes and behaviors, increase skepticism of other claims. Another important thing in this stage is the development of children's emotional intelligence, which involves the ability to monitor the feeling of oneself and that others use to guide and motivate behaviors. It also increases the time to spend for peer interactions. There are four main areas of emotional intelligence. First is developing emotional self-awareness. Second is managing emotion or self-control. Third is reading emotions or perspective taking. Fourth is handling emotion or resolve problem. Those are the developments under the late childhood or the intermediate schooler. Let us now proceed to the next topic, which is the adolescence. Adolescence. Adolescents also have three different development in every stages in life. First is the physical development. Physical development. It is a developmental stage that has been defined as starting with puberty and ending with the transition to adulthood. During this time, primary and secondary sexual characteristics develop and mature. Primary sexual characteristics are organs needed for production, like uterus, ovaries in females, and testes in males. Secondary sexual characteristics are physical signs of sexual maturation that do not directly involve sex organs, as the development of breasts and hips in girls and development of facial hair and a deepened voice in boys. Let us come to the next stage of development. Cognitive development. It develops more advanced reasoning skills, including ability to explore full range of possibilities inherent in a situation. It also develops the ability to think abstractly. Adolescents in this move from being concrete thinkers, who think of things that they have direct contact with or knowledge about, to abstract thinkers who can imagine things not seen and experienced. This allows the adolescents to have the capacity to love, think about spiritually, and participate in more advanced mathematics. Last is the socio-emotional development. Adolescence is the period of personal and social identity formation, in which different roles, behaviors, ideologies are explored. In this development, Erikson referred to the task of the adolescents as one of identity versus role confusion. Thus, in Erikson's view, an adolescent's main questions are who am I? Who I do want to be? It changes in the levels of neurotransmitters such as dopamine and serotonin influence the way in which adolescents experience emotions, typically making them more emotional and more sensitive to stress. This development helps to evaluate themselves with respect to multiple dimensions and relationships, like within the context of friendship, academics, and athletic activities. That's the end of our lesson. I hope you gained something from me. Let us have first a short summary with regards to the development of late childhood, the intermediate schooler, and adolescents. Generally speaking, physical development during late childhood and adolescence has something to do with the observable changes or happenings seen by people among children at this stage, or those that are experienced and seen by the children themselves. On the other hand, cognitive development pertains to the mental activity or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and senses. With this, it can be viewed that cognitive development is very crucial in our day-to-day life because it governs our thoughts and actions. It helps us understand the information about the world around us and interact safely with our environment. While socio-emotional development refers to the gradual, integrative process through which children acquire the capacity to understand, experience, express, and manage emotion, and of course, to develop meaningful relationship with others. Before I end, let me share to you this very meaningful quotation from Scott Fitzgerald, which says, "Growing up is a terribly hard thing to do. It is much easier to skip it and go from one childhood to another." Always remember that the three developments we tackled earlier are very important in every children's growth. Thank you and have a great day, everyone.